Hello, hello. This is a photo from about 15, 20 years ago in Mystic, Connecticut. Just pulled out. There's a little turnout on the I-95 right before this little bay of there. It was a really foggy morning. That's why it's kind of hard to see. And but let's see what we could do with it. First thing is I'm going to hit Control J to create a new layer, so I don't have leave the original the way it is. And then I want to go and eliminate a lot of distractions. For me with that, I gotta don't want to turn this into a smart object, because if I do, then I can't really do the fill for whatever reason. But this little green buoy is something that to me it's just kind of a bit of a distraction. I want to see this little tiny red dot. Just go ahead and change that to make that disappear. Let's see. There. Pretty much everything else. Let me see about just removing this little bit of a shot of a reflection. That did not turn out well, did it? Okay, we'll leave it. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Alright, that would be pretty much it for that. So hit Control Alt Shift E for a new layer. Now, be using some filters. I like to turn this into a smart object, so we can use these as smart filters, which allows us to go back and make changes to the filter itself if we don't like it. If we go too far one way or the other with them. And as usual, I like to start off with a camera raw filter. Even though this is a JPEG, I still like to use a camera raw. For brightness, I think I'm going to leave the brightness as is. I want to bring up the contrast some. Let's see. Let's bring down the highlights a bit. Yeah. And bring up the shadows just a bit. White, a little bit more wider. Blacks down a bit. And let's add some clarity. Let's see how much we want to go with this. Probably, let's go with about 40. Yeah, let's see the dehaze. Just a tad bit. Actually, with this one, I think I might want to hit the vibrance a little bit. I want to bring the yellows out, but not too yellow. But we want to. It's the sunrise. You really want to feel that feeling. And as far as that goes, I think that's pretty good. That's just so far. Alright, and then Control Alt Shift E for a new layer. Make a smart object. And then next thing I want to do, go down. I'd like to go down to just find the edges. Let's try to just bring up the edges some, and with that hit this soft light, then you're going to bring it down. You know what? I think I'm gonna like I think what I want to do is go kind of white and almost maybe even have it fade out on the top and bottom later. So let's go with that for now. Control Alt Shift E, new layer, and making it this okay. Now so I guess let's go with this. Go back to the camera raw filter, and then the highlights. No, go back to 0 on that. Leave that. Exposure. So there, and now bring up the highlights some, and then let's go on down to the effects. Then the vignetting, we normally go here to make a darker outer circle. This time we go to the right, and we want to just do that. Just give it a white vignette. Maybe just about there. Alright, and then I want to go back to basic. Let's see, bring up the exposure some. I'm liking that. I'm liking this so far. See, and then over here, well, it just disappeared. So I didn't really need to take that out. But this is, I'm kind of liking what this is. Look, what we got so far. We're looking pretty good with this right now. I want to clean up the sky a little bit. It's kind of grainy, I guess. Oops. We want to the new layer, make it a smart object. I think maybe go with the brightness. I like to clip it and bring it up some brightness up some more. But boost up the contrast. And then also I want to do hue and saturation. I want to go to these yellows. I really want to bring the yellow back out. Brightness, really bring back the yellow in the that's over here. Alright, and then that kind of helped a little bit with that too. And let's go ahead and clip that just for fun. And then create another layer. Go to back to the side, convert to a smart object. And then I really want to, let's see, I'm going to go back to camera raw filter because I want to sharpen this up again. So I really want see the contrast, bring up the contrast. Yeah, maybe that might be a little bit too much. Looking up front here, this is looking really good. I guess you can kind of see the haze a little bit with that. Maybe I'll bring down the shadows. There we go. I'm really liking how this is right here. This is definitely good. I just wish I want to maybe work on this tower a little bit, but this is actually pretty nice, I think. This main thing here, but just because this tower is sticking up, it just kind of, to me, I really want to work on that. Then, this is, to me, this is actually turning out pretty nice. I guess a tad bit of extra dehaze too. Okay, that's actually looking pretty good. Oh, shit. Okay, this is smart object. Just thinking about about that tower. When actually, when you Control Z to undo the smart object, so I want to go and actually get rid of this. Go back, hit fill, just to get rid of that, because that's kind of annoying. And then same with whatever this is here. There we go. It's a little bit more cleaning up. And now, after that, I'll go to create this smart object. Alright. And then I think what I want to do is come down here to stylize, do like an oil painting. We don't want that. That's too much. Too grainy-ish. That's but I think I'm gonna go with that. No. It says lighting. The lighting is going to be almost from the horizon, from the left. So let's go with that. There. A shine. Do you want shine or no shine? I'm thinking like no shine. Be pretty smooth. I'm thinking that's kind of where we want to go with this, but of course that is way too much. That's where we go to the opacity. And, yeah, for me, it's not too bad. Let's hit Control 1 on here. Alright. Kind of like that. So far, I hit Control Shift Alt E for new layer, convert to smart object, and again I'm going to go back to my camera raw filter. Then again, I think like add the contrast again. Let's do this vibrant saturation. There we go. That bring that back up a some. Then if I darken it up here. And then what I'm going to do again is go back to effects and do this some more. Yeah. Hit OK. And, with that, you kind of gotta. This is a little bit of a poor quality JPEG because it's like 20 years ago, but one of the first kind of digital cameras. So, but this is actually not too bad. Control Alt Shift E. I think I'm pretty happy with this. Let's see. Let's go click all this and we'll group some layers right there. We don't need that anymore. And so this is the end. This is the original. And that's what we come up with. And a very gray because of the haze, the morning fog. So, a little bit clearer in the front, and in the background you can still see it. It's still kind of hazy. But I still like it. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching.